We have been talking about a genre of literature called folk tales. Folk tales are usually passed down from generation to generation and retold. On our chart here, you can see that a tall tale is a folk tale with unbelievable exaggerations. Those exaggerations are told as if they could really truly happen, and the story is meant to be really funny. You can see some examples are Pecos Bill, Paul Bunyan, and Johnny Appleseed. Now, tall tales usually have 4 or 5 things in common with each other. So we're going to review those so that today, as you listen to a tall tale, you're going to be able to use these characteristics and prove that it is a tall tale because it has some of these characteristics. The first one I want to talk about is the main character is usually an everyday person, except they have these superhuman uh, capabilities. They might be super strong or they might be super fast. Tall tales are also often linked to a period in our history. We've read a tall tale where the main character was linked to the railroad tracks being laid across our country to transport things. Um, Usually in a tall tale, the problem, and you know most stories have a problem, is solved in a very humorous or funny way. And here's what makes the problem solving humorous it's all of these exaggerated details. Maybe in the story, the main character had to get through town, but all of these cars were in the way. So the story might go that the main character picked up 72 cars in one hand and raised them above their head. That's an exaggerated detail because we know it could never really happen. And those exaggerations are what makes the story so funny. And finally, the tall tale usually talks about the person's accomplishment. The person's usually a really good person doing good things, and it kind of goes through their life and talks about all of the things they accomplished. So today, you're going to keep these characteristics in mind, knowing that those unbelievable exaggerations would be the most important characteristic. And you're going to listen to the read aloud called Paul Bunyan. And then you're going to do a flip grid that proves that Paul Bunyan, is a tall tale. So as you do your flip grid, you're going to start it by saying, I knew Paul Bunyan was a tall tale because, and you're going to give me 2 reasons, 2 characteristics that proves Paul Bunyan is a tall tale. I can't wait to see your flip grids.